When you are designing a STEAM project, you always wonder, am I doing it right? Am I following the scheme? Is this gonna work? So of course, it's difficult to know when you are in the design process, but we have prepared some ideas based on our didactical model that might help you prepare that project and at least know if you are aligned with that didactical model. First of all, you need to see which level of integration you have reached with the different disciplines or subjects. In the checklist that we have prepared, there is a traffic light analogy where if you think that you are aligned with the sentence that appears nearby, you should select the yellow level. If you think that you really excel on that sense, then you should mark the green level. And if you think you don't reach whatever is written on the right, then you should choose the red level. It doesn't mean that it's going to be red forever. It is a way to tell yourself, I should do this better. Because the design process, as we said, needs to be an engineering circle where you keep improving. So you assess what you're doing, and then you improve it, and then you assess again. So in the integration of disciplines, you need to see if you have included them all, or if you might include some others that are still in a red zone. And regarding the integration, it might happen that the kids can work with the math teacher in some aspect of your project, and then move on to the next activity without even thinking about it. Or it might happen that they really need each other. So the level of integration of those disciplines is something that you need to be aware of. Regarding the educational process, you need to check if your problem is realistic from the children's perspective. You have to see if they explore different solutions, if the learning process involves them very actively, if they are discovering new knowledge, if the context is enough to attract their attention, if they are really working on their skills to solve an authentic problem, and if the project allows the students to cover part of the mandatory curriculum. Then you have to see if also the children are being integrated. Are they collaborating? Is that collaboration necessary? Can one single kid work on the project on his own, or do they really need each other? The grouping that you are recommending, is it adequate for the task? So review all the tasks and see if some of them would need heterogeneous or homogeneous grouping. See if the project can be adapted to your country, your school, your group, to each child in your classroom. And then check if the students are reflecting on the team's work and their own performance. We need to make them aware of how they are integrating in the group and improve also their skills in group work. Let's move on to the integration. The body and mind integration needs to have a very good balance. Children need to be discovering new knowledge by experimenting and not just applying the knowledge that they have in the experimentation. The hands-on work needs to provoke their thinking and off and on topic discussions. Children should be able to apply their learning in other settings different than the one you're just now working on. And regarding process orchestration, the children need to interact with their teacher. They need to be asking questions. The teacher is only a coach, so the answers should be more questions. They have lots of useful questions that provoke that deepful thinking in the children. The teacher needs to have a very clear goal, and he should be always moving in that direction. But the children need to be feeling that they are in charge. So the activity promotes self-management. You handle the time requirements, check again all the activities. Can you do that in schedule? Is the formative assessment really encouraging the learning process? So check all these things and see if you need to improve something in your project.